Namaste everyone, my name's Carolyn. I'm just going to take you through some meditation, some breathing techniques just to help to soften the body, but more importantly to relax your mind and just to let go of those stresses that you hold within your mind and your heart. So we're just going to come into chin mudra. So we're going to curl the index finger and then curl the thumb around the index finger. The other fingers are just soft. Bring the back of the hand down onto your knees. So if you have problems with knees, just pad under your knees. You can always sit on a cushion or have your back leaning against the wall, whatever's comfortable for you. Just close your eyes. And we're just going to spend a little time just watching the breath as it floats through the nostrils. So don't make a conscious effort to breathe. Just breathe naturally and just watch the breath. Notice the movement of the nostrils with the inward and then the outward breath. You'll probably find the outward breath is a little warmer than the inward breath. And also become aware of the soft rising and falling of your chest as you breathe. Just making sure your shoulders, your spine, your hips are really relaxed and soft. And then we're going to step back away from watching our breath. We're going to become aware of our mind. Our mind's been described a little bit like a movie screen. You're just sitting there watching the thoughts as they float past on the movie screen of your mind. So again, you're not making a conscious effort to think. The thoughts will come in naturally all of their own. So we're not trying to control the mind or still the mind. We're just going to be the observer, the silent witness. Just watching the thoughts as they come in. Be a little analytical of your thoughts. What do you think about? Just notice any feelings or any desires that are coming through. Watch those as well. Don't get upset if an unwanted thought comes in or there's stress there. Just acknowledge it and then let it pass on by. I'm going to come into a little bit of visualization. So I want you to visualize that you're walking through your favorite park. It's a nice sunny day. It's not too hot for you. It's a very soft breeze blowing. Feel the sensation of that breeze on your arms, on your face. As you walk through the park, you can feel the softness of the grass under your feet. It's massaging the soles of your feet. In the distance, there's a lot of trees growing. They're gently swaying in that breeze. And you can hear the birds chirping in the trees. You're going to walk towards the trees. There's lots of flowers growing in amongst the trees. You can smell the sweet aroma drifting towards you from those flowers. You can hear the sound of a frog and the distant sound of a river. We're going to walk towards that sound. We come to the river. On the bank there's some rocks, so just sit down on the rocks. We're going to spend a little time just watching the flow of the river. It's flowing really softly and gently. The water's crystal clear, so clear you can see the fish swimming in the water. There's a lot of lotus flowers growing and swans swimming in amongst the lotus flowers. It's a nice, peaceful situation. So keep watching the flow of the river. Watch it as it flows past you and downstream way off in the distance. As you're watching, notice it all starts to change. The river is flowing quite fast now. It's tumbling over the rocks, getting quite frothy. A lot of action there in the water. There's so much action, it's stirring the water up. And there's mud and dirt floating in the water. You can no longer see the fish. There's empty chip packets and empty cans, a lot of pollution in the water. We're just going to watch that pollution as it floats past you and off downstream. Just watch it as it floats way away down past the trees. Become aware of the flow of the river again. It's flowing so fast now, it's spinning round and round in a whirlpool. And as you watch, it spins faster and faster. But at no time does it touch you or affect you. And notice it all starts to change. It's very temporary. The water is crystal clear again. It's flowing very soft and gentle. So we're just going to spend a little time just watching the flow of the river. It changes from one flow to the other and back again. At no time does it touch you or affect you. You're just watching it from a distance. You're the silent witness. So our mind is very much like this river. Sometimes our mind is very peaceful and calm. Nice happy thoughts coming in. But other times our mind is quite active and busy. The thoughts are rushing in. And when you have problems and you're contemplating your problems, your mind gets very stressed. The more you try to work out your problems, the more the mind starts to spin out of control. A little bit like that whirlpool. But just like the flow of the river was very temporary, so it's the same with your mind. Those stresses, that whirlpool, that busyness of your mind is only going to be there for a short while. And then it will float on by. And sometimes our heart and our mind is like that polluted water. Sometimes we have unwanted thoughts, unwanted feelings. Maybe feelings of anger or fear or frustration. Maybe a feeling of loneliness, emptiness. Whatever it is, we don't like it to be there. And we struggle with it and try and push it away. But this often leads to more stress. So just like we watch that pollution float on by from a distance, so same with your mind and your heart. Just step back and view all those unwanted thoughts, unwanted feelings from a distance. Just let them pass on by. They're very temporary. They're only going to be there for a short while. Don't let them touch you or affect you. So slowly become aware of your breath again. We're going to spend a little longer with our breath, coming into complete yoga breath. So as you breathe in, let the breath come into the abdomen. Keep breathing in. Let the breath float really slowly all the way up to the collarbone. And then as you breathe out, let the breath float slowly down to the lower abdomen. So just keep going with that complete yoga breath. Within each breath, try and lengthen and deepen it a little bit more. Ignore those thoughts that are coming into your mind. Just stay focused on your body. Stay focused on your breath. And just notice the subtle movement of your body as you breathe in and out. So now we're going to turn that breath into a humming breath. So a humming breath just helps to let go of tension that you're holding in your back, in your spine, in your neck. So we're going to release our hands from the mudra and just bring your hands to Namaste. Let the thumb come up to your throat and place the thumb on your throat. So as we slowly breathe out, we're going to hum for the full length of the outward breath and feel the vibration of that humming with your thumb. So slowly join in with me with that inward breath. Slowing it down. Now we're going to let the hands float up and bring the thumb to rest on your forehead. Make sure your shoulders, your neck are soft. So this time as you hum, look deep within your mind. Just acknowledge that stress, those unwanted thoughts that you hold on to. And try and let them all go as you slowly hum on the outward breath. So joining in again, nice slow breath in. Try and raise the humming right up to your forehead. Hands float down. Now we're going to play the thumb on our heart center. And we're going to look deeply within our emotional heart. Just acknowledge all those unwanted feelings that you tend to hold on to. And as you hum, try and let them all go. So slowly breathing, and then we're going to hum into the chest area. Let the hands float back down on your lap. You're going to come into heart mudra. So heart mudra is just curling the index finger. But now we're going to bring the thumb to the ring and the middle finger. The little finger just points outwards. Again, make sure your shoulders really soft and relaxed. So heart mudra just lets go of all those built up emotions that you tend to hold on to. So we're going to practice our complete yoga breath again, and then we'll move it into our Garanga breathing. So as you say the Garanga sound, let your heart rest in the sound. So slowly breathing in. Slowly breathing out. We're going to breathe in again, and then as we breathe out, saying Garanga with me slowly on the outward breath. Garanga. Just come back to watching your breath. Let that Garanga sound keep floating through the mind. We're going to slowly release our hands from the mudra. We're going to come into kirtan. So kirtan is where we sing the meditation sound. we're going to use this sound Om Hari Om. So just join in with me when you feel ready. I'll just play the guitar. So don't worry about what your voice sounds like. Just keep your eyes closed and keep your heart and your mind nice and wide and open, and just join in with me when you feel comfortable. Om Hari Om. 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 Just keeping your eyes closed. Just allow that meditation sound to keep floating through the mind. Just let your mind, your heart rest in the sound. Notice that your mind is more peaceful and quiet. Your heart is much happier and softer. So the meditation sound just helps to wash away our stress. It's like washing your heart and your mind from all those unwanted thoughts and unwanted feelings. So namaste, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to the class. Hope you do feel more peaceful and relaxed. And thank you. Have a nice day.